How to build an easy and amazing iron farm plus trading hall in Minecraft. These are the resources you will need for this iron farm. So anyways, the first step to this is to find yourself somewhere to build it, and after you find yourself somewhere to build it, you will need to make sure that you're at least 150 blocks away from any other villagers. So anyways, after you made sure of that, you will need to build up 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on top of this block you will need to place yourself out a magma cube, then destroy the 4 bottom blocks. Then after you've done that, you will need to build 8 blocks of your choice going out from this magma block in each direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do the same on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then the last 2 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then after you've done that, you will need to head to each of the corners of the, or pretty much tips of what we've built so far going outwards. Then link them up like this and then fill in the middle. You will need to do this on all of the sides. Okay, so after you filled in your platform, you should have something looking like this. Then after you've done that, you can head into the middle and then destroy out the 8 blocks that's going around the middle magma cube, and then replace those blocks with more magma cubes, or magma blocks I mean. Then after you've done that, you will need to head to one of the corners of the farm. This can be any corner. Then place a temporary block going out from that corner, then place 1 block going outwards, then destroy that temporary block. Then you will need to expand this block by 3 more blocks going outwards. 1, 2, 3. So now this should be 4 blocks long. That's pretty much 1 block above where our original platform is. Then after you've done that, you will need to pretty much build this wall going all around what we built so far of the platform. So you would pretty much just expand this wall going all around the farm. Okay, so after you finish the platform, you should have something looking like this. Then you will have to head to the corner of this platform again, or upper part of the new platform. Place a temporary block in the corner, expand this by 1 out, then destroy the temporary block. But now you will only need to build a 1 block thick wall all around this. Okay, so after you've done that, you should have something looking like this. Now you will need to head into the corner for a 3rd time, I believe, but we will not do the same. We're going to do something different. You're going to need to place a block in the corner right here, then 3 blocks right behind that block kind of, which is 1 block higher. And then you will have to do this in all of the corners. So head to the other corner, place a block in the corner right here, then place 3 blocks right here. Head to this corner, 1 block right here, 3 blocks right behind it. That's 1 above pretty much, if that makes sense. So something like this. Then you will have to place a water source on top of each of these bottom blocks, just like this. So now the water should start flowing in towards the middle, about like this. So anyways, after you've done that, we're going to need to fill in almost all the blocks that's on the side right here with water, with a few exceptions, so make sure you listen here. But before we do that, I have one thing to say, and that is that this will require quite a lot of water. So if you're building this far away from ocean, which I am not, but if you're building this far away from ocean and in survival, I would recommend that you use 2 water buckets to make yourself an infinity water source, simply make this a bit easier to build. So anyways, after you've made yourself your infinity water source, head to the corner right here, and from pretty much this corner block right here that I'm looking at here, count 2 blocks to either the right or to the left, and place a water source on that 2nd block. So 1, 2, water source on top of here, then simply place water until you get to the other side and have 2 blocks left, or 1 block left. So we're going to place a water source right here, going to this corner, 1, 2 water source right here, then more water linking that up. Now the water should flow towards the middle as it is. Do the same right here, 1, 2 water source on the 2nd block, then run the water until you get pretty much to the other side, like this. That's the 2nd block. So now if we head over to the corner right here, we can jump into this corner right here, and we will be pushed towards the middle. If you get stuck, then you have placed the water wrongly, but we get sent towards the middle and pretty much where the magma cubes are, magma blocks I mean, so that means we have done this correctly. So anyways, now we will have to do the same water thing on the other sides. So pretty much head over here from this block right here, count 2 blocks to the right, 1, 2 water source on the 2nd block, then run the water line until the other side. Let's just get to the other side. Boom, this is the 2nd block from the end, so 1, 2 water source on top of here, link that up. Do the same right here, 1, 2 water source, run water until you get to the other side. Go from the corner right here, 1, 2 water source, link that up, and now the water should flow towards the middle. So anyways, after you've done all of this, we're pretty much done with the iron golem spawning platform. So now we just have to build a collecting system and the trading halls. So to do that, you will need to head under the farm. I would also quickly recommend that you place some torches under here, simply to prevent mobs from spawning while you're working. So anyways, after you have gone under here, you will need to stand right under where the middle magma block is, then place a double chest or a single chest right here, and then place a chest to the left or right or whatever you want next to it. So 1 part of the chest needs to be under the middle magma block. Then you will have to place 2 hoppers on top of this chest, just like this. And then after you've done that, you will need to place a railing right here with a hopper minecart on top of it. And then you will have to place 4 glass going all around the minecart, simply to prevent it from falling out. Now, because this iron farm is pretty good, if you're gonna be here a lot, I would recommend that you change this collecting system and break the 2 bottom chests. Place 3 chests right here, or double chests. Then head behind the hopper system we have right here and break out all of the hoppers and replace them with hoppers going into these chests. But of course, if you do that, you might have to replace the minecart, but that is no problem, just like this. So now we have 3 chests that look a bit more clean instead of just having one at the bottom. So anyways, now we are pretty much done with the collecting system, and what we have to do now is build a trading halls. So to do that, head to one of the corners of the farm. So you will need to pretty much head to where this block is, not the completely outer side of the farm, but where this is. So after you've located this block, this can be on any of the sides of the farm, look straight down, jump up and place a block right under there. So if you then place blocks in the middle right here, you should kind of be able to link up the farm. But anyways, after you've done this, you will now need to link up or pretty much build a line of blocks until you get to the other side at the same location. Look straight up, down we have a block right here, then simply continue this to the other side. So now you should have a little square all around your chests like this. Then after you've done that, you will need to expand this wall and build it at another block high. Then after you've done this, you will need to head to the corner of each of these walls and then place a 2x2 wall just like this. You will of course have to do this in all of the corners, so then do that. Okay, so after you've done that, you will need to stand right here and then pretty much from this wall go 2 blocks to the right, 1, 2, then place 2 blocks going out like this, expand that 2 more upwards, do the same right here, 1, 2, 2 blocks, 1, 2, 2 blocks, 1, 2, 2 blocks, 1, 2, 2 blocks, and then pretty much just continue this until you get to the other side. And now you should have an even number of rooms. So inside each of these rooms is pretty much where you will have the villagers. So you will have a villager standing right here with a workstation right here. Then do this on the rest of the sides, and yeah. Okay, so after you've done this, you really just have one more firm step, and that is to head to one of the corners right here, place a block right here, and then build a wall going all over, or pretty much 1 block high wall going all over the outside of each room. So now the entrance to each room should only be 2 blocks high, pretty much like this. Okay, so we now have to place in all of the beds, and to do that, we're firstly going to fill in all of the corners of where we have the hopper minecart by 4 glass blocks. So to do that, we're going to need to place a temporary platform that we will of course break later. So to do that, pretty much from this top chest right here, you've placed 3 chests, or if you didn't, you will have to place 1 block under the glass, then build 2 blocks out, destroy the temporary block, and then simply build a 2 thick platform going out from pretty much right under the glass, just like this. Then after you've done this, you will need to start placing the beds. So place the beds like how I am doing: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So right here we have 20 beds, which is the minimum amount of beds you need. And to quickly say, you will need a minimum of 20 beds, 20 villagers and 20 workstations. But of course you can have more villagers, and we have plenty more space for more villagers. But if you want to have more villagers, let's say 25, you will need to expand this platform and add more beds. So if you want to have 25 villagers instead of 20 to have a few more options of trades, you can simply add 5 more beds right here, but I'm going to start with 20. So of course, after you've placed out your beds, you can simply destroy out all the blocks we have under right here. So now we really just have one more step, and that is to bring at least 20 villagers into their separate rooms. So now what I would recommend you do is have a villager breeder about 100 blocks away from this, simply place in a workstation right here, and then have a railing pretty much going up here that sends the villager into this room. Now that means that as long as you have locked the villager with the trades previously, or as long as you don't have any other trading stations nearby, the villager should pick this workstation as long as there is no other options nearby. Now to quickly say, you cannot use the villagers that have the little green coat on, so if you get one of those, you will simply have to kill them. But anyways, then simply get 20 villagers inside each of these rooms, or pretty much 1 villager here, 1 here, 1 here with their individual trading station. So as you see right here, this villager has now picked up this trading station. So after you've done this, you will also need to trade with it at least once to lock the trade in. Now this means that if you, for example, use a librarian, you can either trade 24 papers for 1 emerald, or 9 emeralds for 1 bookshelf temporarily, just to make sure it's locked. Now one quick thing I want to say is that you will also have to make sure the trades are locked, because if I don't lock them, I get another villager right here, and obviously a workstation right here. There is a chance that this villager will lose this workstation and pick the one that's over here. Now that's not a guarantee to happen, but if you don't lock trades or don't trade with them, that has a chance of happening. Now the reason for why this is so important is because if, for example, this villager picks this workstation and this villager picks up this workstation, that means that they will not be able to see their workstations, and if they can't see the workstations, then 1, they can't refresh the trades, which means that once you trade with them, you're done to trade for forever, and you will not be able to spawn any iron golems. But anyways, then simply get more villagers with more workstations and have at least 20 of them. So now I have 20 villagers right here with their individual workstation and of course an individual bed. So now if I fly out of here and go upper, you will see that iron golems has already started spawning. So now we just have to wait for this guy to die, and if we head under here, all the iron will end up in one of these chests. We also have some string right here because cats will also spawn, and one quick thing to say is that if cats are spawning in your iron farm, which of course will happen, you can simply fix that if you don't want cats to spawn by taming up 3, 4 or 5 cats and simply keeping them around. So now if we head back up here, the iron golem should be dead or another cat died. Then we can head into here on the iron, and of course a poppy flower will come into here. So from that one iron golem we got 5 iron ingots, which is pretty good. So anyways, that is it for this one, so thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.